Does Giannis Antetokounmpo want to play for the Los Angeles Lakers? Mark Stein hinted at the idea that if Giannis ever left the Bucks, the Lakers would be a team that he is interested. We're going to break that down on today's show as you are watching the Los Angeles Lakers Report by Chat Sports, and I am Marshall Green. Giannis also sat down with the New York Times and really casted some doubt over his future in Milwaukee. He was asked if he is going to sign that contract extension prior to the 2023 NBA season getting kicked off, and he said, quote, next summer, it would make more sense for both parties. Even then, I don't know. I would not be the best version of myself if I don't know that everybody's on the same page. Everybody's going for a championship. Everybody's going to sacrifice time away from their family like I do. And if I don't feel that, I'm not signing. At the end of the day, I feel like all my teammates know and the organization knows that I want to win a championship. As long as we are on the same page with that, and you show me, and we go together to win a championship, I'm all for it. The moment I feel like, oh yeah, we're trying to rebuild, yeah. Giannis has made it clear to the Milwaukee Bucks. If they don't pick their act up, if they don't get their shit together, to be honest with you, he's going to be looking elsewhere. He is one of the most competitive players in the NBA, and he wants his competitive spirit to be matched by the organization. And if you just look at the roster and the team building and the way that the Bucks have gone together lately, they've been content with what they have. So I want to transition from that to this. I could honestly see Giannis being a Laker. And I didn't really see that maybe just 2 weeks ago. But when Mark Stein put this out in his Substack, I changed my idea and I changed my tune. Stein said this: the Lakers and the Knicks are already being mentioned as franchises presumed to interest Giannis down the road if he does decide to move on from the Milwaukee Bucks. Look, if Mark Stein's going to say it, I think it would be kind of light in the head for anybody else to go the opposite way. Mark Stein is one of the most credible reporters in the NBA. And he is not just putting out fluff pieces out there for clicks on his Substack. He is going to, if he says something, he has checked it with at least a couple of sources. And I truly do believe that what he said is true. So I want to ask you this before we dive into this show any further. Should the Lakers pursue Giannis? Maybe in a trade, maybe in free agency in a couple of years. Let me know what you think. Should the Lakers pursue Giannis? Type Y for yes, type N for no. And you're about to get hit with a YouTube ad break. So take advantage of it by scrolling down and let me know. When you talk about Giannis and what he's done in this league, you got to admit that he's one of the best, if not the best players in the National Basketball Association. I mean, the dude averaged 31 and 12 last year with a block per night. We've seen what he can do in the playoffs. We know he scored 50 points in an NBA Finals closeout game. One of the best defenders in this league, and he's only getting better. Not even 30 years old yet, hasn't reached his prime, and I believe that we have not seen the best basketball from Giannis at this moment. Also of note, Giannis will not sign an extension with Milwaukee this summer. He said that in the article, which means that Milwaukee and Giannis can't negotiate a further extension until the next NBA offseason. So if that extension does not get signed, yeah, the Lakers rumors are going to heat up, considering Mark Stein just talked about the idea of him wanting to play with the Los Angeles Lakers. So don't put these rumors to bed. I think you should be paying attention to them a little bit sooner. Giannis is a free agent in the summer of 2025, and while that could be the avenue that the Lakers try to pursue him as, is signing him as a free agent, could be a trade. Lakers history, though, with superstars. Why can it work with LA? Because it's the frickin' Lakers. And we know that when NBA stars want to get their face as the face of the league, they go to the Lakers. Shaq did it. LeBron did it. Dwight Howard tried to do it. So many stars. And I can go even further into the past. AD did it. Lakers history with superstars. LeBron's contract will be up, though, at the time that Giannis is a free agent in 2025. And could it be he takes the seat of LeBron in the Lakers starting lineup? And also this, Giannis plus AD, yeah, you'd have the best defense since the bad boy Pistons and potentially could win multiple NBA titles. This is what Bill Plaschke, very famous LA Times writer that covers all things LA, said this: you don't turn down $173 million unless there's 1 foot out the door. Those 2 years from now, LeBron retires, Giannis becomes a Laker. That's the plan. That's what people are talking about. This is setting the whole thing up for that. Bill Plaschke, I'm sure he's heard from somebody that Giannis wants to play for the Lakers, and I'm sure Giannis would like that, and maybe even the idea of replacing LeBron as the face of this organization. Would a trade for Giannis be feasible, though? What would it take? What would it cost? Let's be honest. If Giannis does get traded from the Bucks, it's going to be the biggest trade in NBA history, probably the largest package compensation of all time. I don't know if the Lakers have that type of moves, and we'll talk about that in a second. But first, if Giannis comes to L.A., we'll cover it. Shoot, we cover everything L.A. Lakers. If the Lakers make a move, they make a signing, someone gets hurt, we cover it. Videos on the L.A. Lakers every single day. So go down right now and hit that big red sub button. This is a potential package that you could look at. I think it would be smarter for the Lakers and just better as a team building identity and idea if they were to pursue him in NBA free agency, because if you do trade for him, you're going to have to give up your best player in Anthony Davis. And my idea, and I think Rob Pelinka's idea, would be pairing Giannis and AD together. But if you get Giannis for AD, Rui Hachimura, and 2 first-round picks, yeah, I think you got to pull the trigger. Would you? Would you pull the trigger on this deal if you were Rob Pelinka? I want to hear from all the Lakers Report real ones down in the comment section right now. Would you do the deal? Type T for trade, type P for pass. Sound off for me down below. The only reason I wouldn't do the deal, which I would type my T in the comment section for trade. But the reason I would want to pass on this deal is because I think the most team-friendly way the Lakers can go about this is signing him when he's a free agent in 2025. And if you're able to do that, if you're able to find a way to have Giannis put the pen to paper to become the next face of the Los Angeles Lakers, this is what your potential lineup could look like. And I think this might be good enough to win you an NBA title. You have your big three of AD, Giannis, and Austin Reeves. You have Rui Hachimura, who can get it done on both sides of the court, and we saw the development and really the steps that he took in the NBA playoffs. And Jalen Hood-Schifino, we know he has a high ceiling, and I think he would fit like a glove in this starting lineup, being that playmaker and kind of just that quarterback of this offense, getting the ball out to his playmakers. I mean, who doesn't want to see this? Who doesn't want to see Giannis and the Sunday Whites at the crib? Make it happen, Robbie. Make it happen, Rob Pelinka. A lot of people would be happy. And I'll say this. If Rob Pelinka finds a way to not only land LeBron, not only land Anthony Davis, and then land Giannis, there might be a Rob Pelinka statue being built outside the crib. As always, just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in to the Lakers Report. If you made it this far in the video, that means you're a real one. So be a real one and comment real one down below in the comments.